Yes, respected youngsters, welcome one more day together. Receive my salutations. I acknowledge your regularity, sincerity, presence. Also, congratulate your growth. Whoever are so regular, attentive, and doing due homework also. Thanks that you are there. Therefore, the study of Gita, at least in one round, happening in whatever the way. Though the Gita is like an ocean, the understanding which is complete understanding of which is impossible to anyone other than Lord Krishna. Okay, a part of it, a little of it, as much as we are able to catch, we can use, that much we are trying to grasp. You are there to listen, therefore, there is inspiration to study and talk about this. Welcome to you and my wishes, prayers. That this Gita Jnanam puts you on the track right of the outer and inner true substantial goals and keeps you empowering and inspiring all the time so that never you enter into any mood of gloominess or helplessness or goallessness, etc. Thank you. So, continuing this in our today's introductory few minutes before we do our four topics of chantings, classes, etc., is the same thing. Ki become intellectual, live life at the intellect level, and then be aware of every moment's thing to be done and involve in those things to be done to reach the goal in such a manner that you yourself are not available to yourself to destroy yourselves by yourself. Forget about giving a chance to anything other things or beings, giving them chance to trouble you or distract you or destroy you. That much every moment our life should be pakka, well planned, thoroughly decided and designed to take us to our chosen outer goal as well as the given inner goal. Hmm. In this only be attentive. Though it appears to be very hard fighting thing, but in the accomplishment of this only, there is really inner feeling of fulfillment. Not doing this, selling ourselves for the small little things of the world, though give temporary pleasures, but then they leave behind nothing but guilt and regrets. I can give you one example, a common example, every day same. So morning when you get up at 5, you feel like so much sleepy in general and particularly in winter. You know, that morning getting up after that, the body identity, the mind's demand to sleep 2 3 hours more, kya jaldi hai, 7 8 tak. And for all your age, starting from the year of 4 up to now, let us say you are 20, 16 saal, you go on sleeping only those hours. And somehow one day, because of some your own inner very strong willpower or somebody's prompting or someone need, है ना? Be attentive. In spite of that force inside to sleep, be attentive. With all struggle, frustration, misery, dukkha, as if you have lost such a great treasure in the life. With all those things, by mistake, let us say, really you got up at 5 a.m. and took the bath and did whatever you are supposed to do. And now at 8:39, anytime, look back and see. And in the life, you don't feel anything greater conquered than this. You just see the achievement that those 2 hours I have woken up and used it for something else is so great, a deep inner satisfaction. Although the mind keeps on regretting, यार तू सोया नहीं, अब दोपहर में सो जा और कल तो 9 तक सो जा, उठो मत. All this stupid mind anyway will go on talking. But consult the intellect, consult your own special individuality. It feels so elated and joyful. Understood? This joy is everlasting. One example I gave you. So many nonsenses. One day you stop watching TV. One day only I'm telling. Every day we watch hours together. आधा दिन उसी के लिए आता है सत्यानाश. But you can see the next day when you, Hare, what an achievement it is. Along with the mind is calm and quiet. Plenty of time you see for your own exercises and other achievements. वो तो होता ही है by product. But main thing is what? The joy of conquering. In the same way, na? When you that way have chosen outer inner goal and working towards that, lot of kashta dukkha will be there. Kashta because you have habituated to do the things. Dukkha because you are giving up all your regular routine bhoga nonsense. But then do that and look back. When you climb a mountain, how tough it is. But having climbed and look back, wow, I have achieved it. Your parents have sent you for some shop. रोते रोते गए. But really, you went and did shopping and brought, gave them, they were so happy, they appreciated you, said thanks to you. You really, there's an achievement. That is why they are called noble things. Other things which give pleasure immediately, but later on just enslave on us, they are called nonsense. So today's common sense thought is use intellect. Study the Shastra, take the elders' help, chalk out your goal, plan your day schedule, and involve in those activities so intensely, deeply, with so much of love and चाव. चाव से मतलब हिंदी में चाव से मतलब बहुत प्यार से. चाव से चाउमीन खाते हो ना इस तरह. And then forget anything, everything in doing so deeply, intensely. And when you look back and see, got an achievement. Or the other thing is what nothing is planned the whole day, no goal is made, and just eating, sleeping, watching cricket match, buffalo. Isn't it? Watch the highlights, not live, waste time. Or little. Or while doing only, you do 10 works. हाँ, म्यूट में लगाओ, अपने पढ़ाई भी करो. For the people who cannot give up, for them I am giving idea. जिसको हिम्मत है तो फेंक देगा सब कुछ. He is busy in his own goal, working towards it. So today's common sense thought is what? Keeping ourselves busy in pursuit of excellence and goal so much that we have no time for the mind given, even to little bit also distract us. Till that state of being comes to you, naturally, be in the company of those well-wishers, advisors, acharyas, gurus, and study of Shastra, which goes on informing you in this regard, which goes on inspiring you in this regard. That's why our classes. You have seen today's almost class number 450 आज 450th day है ना. Means 15 months हो गया. Is there any one day we spoke something which is meaningless or useless or fruitless? Impossible. Gita and Lord Krishna's teachings are useful, fruitful, meaningful, inspiring, encouraging, informing, empowering only. That's why our classes were earlier named as Youth Empowerment and Inspiring Classes. That's how first 100 days we did. Then I felt, यार गीता का नाम ही नहीं आ रहा. Then I added Talk for Youth based on Gita. This is my gratitude to Mother Gita and Krishna. Whether others like it or not, without such title, general title you give, youngsters inspiration, then they come. गीता लगाते ही भाग जाते. मैंने कहा भागने वाले भाग, उनको किस्मत नहीं है. But I will to mention the name of Gita. That's how the title changed after 100 days. But we are doing it. Is there anything misguiding us, demoralizing us? Nothing doing, no? So that's how what we are saying is by being in touch with Dhamma, become naturally productive, creative, constructive, hardworking for yours. Till that time, don't leave. After that, also for protection, for reference, for saving you from any of the risks, dangers, en route come. The only resource is those same resources of inspiration to us. In short, leave not Gita classes, leave not study of Gita, don't leave the way of life living as taught by Gita. Of course, now we are studying the very sublime topic of truth and reality and realization. It's okay, it's an information to you. But before that, the values that are taught, bata, amanitva, madamitva, madhishta, are they not required for your life success? First to sixth chapter, all the karma yogas, the attitudes, the hard workings, are they not required? Sixth chapter, how to manage the mind, is it not required or what? 7 to 12 chapter, recognition of presence of God, taking his help through prayer. बताओ क्यों जरूरत नहीं है वो बता बेटा. Even now the 13th chapter what we are studying, the vibhaga through that the yoga with the reality, though it is very sublime and higher, but it is substantial and real. It's for all of us. We may not be capable for it, but the subject matter is ultimate. So today's common sense thought is what? Expose your intellect through Shastras and Gurus and know the goal and means and keep yourself so busy in that, giving no chance for any inner and outer distracting, destructive things. It is in your hands. Until that time, what helps us, what supports us, love it. Extend your gratitudes from the heart and stick to that. In that, you will see the devil inside you, the enemies inside you. One by one, you can recognize also, you can defeat them also. Then the life becomes glorious satisfaction to yourself. I lived life so fully well, like for me. These days, number 450, 15 months is a great joy to me. कि यार हर दिन except 1 2 days in between I have done Gita. 1350 days we are doing the Upanishad class morning. More than 550 days. Then 530 days today. Our evening Bhagavad Adhyatma Ramayana is going on. So I am happy with that. Satisfaction, great. Otherwise, I would have loitered my time, wasted my time in loitering somewhere, doing all the nonsense which will destroy my present, ensure my future destruction also. सब कर सकते हैं, आप भी कर सकते हो. बट नहीं, गॉड्स गुरुज ग्रेस केम बिकॉज वी प्रे टू देम. तो बंद अकल का ताला थोड़ा खुला है. देन हमको लक्ष्य मिला, मार्ग मिला, हम चलते बढ़ रहे हैं. Good, welcome. So, like every day today also we have four things. Our earlier chanting, then chanting of the Taittiriya Brahmanam. Gita we are starting Prakrithi Purusha discussion today. And then the eighth mantra of Guru Ashtakam. Tomorrow will be the Falashruti. Let's start. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Friends, we have done our first thing. Now the second one is our chanting of Krishna Yajurveda Taittiriya Brahmanaga Ashtama Prapatakaha, then Ashtama Adhyayah. Om Atha Shri Krishna Yajurvedaya Taittiriya Brahmanam Taittiriya Aranyakam. Before that Sankalpa, Shubhe Shomane Murte Asyam Shubhadita Maubhata Samasta Dudaksha Dwara Se Parameshwara Prityartam Samasta Rishimuni Guru Devata Parabrahma Shastra Anugraha Dvarena Upanishadukta Brahmatmik Bodha Purana Itihasokta Bhagavad Bhagavad Darshana Anugraha Sanatana Dharmasya Vishwayapti Vishwa Adhyatmika Pragati Shanti Kalyane Kata Asmin Karmanishidhanam Digvijayaha अस्याम कक्षायाम आगतानाम युवानाम सत्संकल्पेषु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये देशधर्म माता पितृ सनातन भगवत भागवत गुरु भक्ति श्रद्धा द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणस्य पारायणं गीता त्रयोदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं गुरु अष्टक पारायण अर्थाविष्करणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. Now from 55 onwards. ओम अथ तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं अष्टम अध्यायः प्रथम प्रपाठकः षट्पञ्चाशत्तम मंत्र आरभ्य. It will take 4 minutes. Have patience. ओम आदित्ये तृतीयमप्स्वाति तृतीयमप् स्वासीतत्तेनावारुन्धत स्याद्याप्यते रेतोऽग्निरेकमेकमेतानि हविगंषि निर्वपेत् प्रत्यवरोहति ददात्यध्वर्युर्ध्येयमेकं च घर्मशिरस्तदयमग्निः सम्प्रियः पशुभिर्भुवत् छर्दिस्तोकायतनयाय यच्छ वातः प्राणस्तदयमग्निः सम्प्रियः पशुभिर्भुवत् स्वदितं तोकायतनयाय वितुम्ब च प्राचीमनुप्रदिशं प्रेहि विद्वान् अग्नेरग्ने पुरो अग्निर्भवेह विश्वा आशादीद्यानो विभाहि ऊर्जन्नो धेहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे अर्कश्चक्षुस्तदसा सूर्यस्तदयमग्निः सम्प्रियः पशुभिर्भुवत् यत्ते शुक्रं वर्चः शुक्रातनोः शुक्रं ज्योतिरजस्रं तेन मे दीदिः तेन त्वादधे अग्निना आग्ने ब्रह्मणा आनशे व्यानशे सर्वामायुर्वानशे ये ते अग्ने शिवे तनुवो विराट् च स्वराट् च ते मा विशतां ते मा जिन्वताम् ये ते अग्ने शिवे तनुवौ सम्राट् चाभिभूश्च ते मा विशतां ते मा जिन्वताम् ये ते अग्ने शिवे तनुवौ विभूश्च परिभूश्च ते मा विशतां ते मा जिन्वताम् ये ते अग्ने शिवे तनुवौ प्रभ्वी च प्रभोतिश्च ते मा विशतां ते मा जिन्वताम् यास्ते अग्ने शिवास्तनुवः ताभिस्त्वादधे यास्ते अग्ने घोरास्तनुवः ताभिरमुं गच्छ चतुष्पदे जिन्वतां तनुवस्त्रीणि च इमे वा एते लोका अग्नयः ते यदव्यावृत्ता आधीयेरन्न शोचयेयुर्यजमानम् घर्मशिर इति गार्हपत्य मा दधाति वातः प्राण इत्यन्वाहार्यवचनम् अर्कश्चक्षुरित्याहवनीयम् तेनैवैनान्वा व्यावर्तयति तथा न शोचयन्ति यजमानम् रथन्तरमभिगायन्ते गार्हपत्य आधीयमाने रातन्तरो वा अयं लोकः अस्मिन्नेवैनं लोके प्रतिष्ठितमाधत्ते वामदेव्यमभिगायत उद्रियमाणे अन्तरिक्षं वै वामदेव्यम् अन्तरिक्ष एवैनं प्रतिष्ठितमाधत्ते ततो शान्तिर्वै वामदेव्यं शान्तमेवैनं पशव्यमुद्धरते बृहदविगायत आहवनीय आधीयमाने बार्हतो वा असौ लोकः अमुष्मिन्नेवैनं लोके प्रतिष्ठमाधत्ते प्रजापतिरग्निमसृजत् ॐ शान्तिः 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 friends for our taste and practice and developing the interest every day for 5-6 minutes we are doing our Veda Mantrocharana from last 400 days. We have done all the Suktams, all the Shanti Mantras, Rudram, Arunam, Rashna, so many. Now we took the Krishna Yajurveda, Taittiriya Brahmana. Meaning we are not discussing, but the 5 minutes we belong to Sanatana Dharma, Bharatiya Samskriti, we belong to the Vedic culture. So at least minimum chanting also if we don't do, then we are insulting the opportunity of being born as a Hindu Sanatana Dharmi. Keeping that in mind, we are doing it. As we grow in our life, progress, maybe after 10, 12 years, in which the Gita, the all other things study, and our minds become paripakva, matured, that time we may even be qualified to study those Veda mantras in which sublime knowledges are given. The Veda mantras essence only the Gita ityadi again. Upanishad ka sara hi hai that we are studying Gita. The sara is so tasty, original how wonderful it would be. But we have to be qualified. This is a beginning. Okay, welcome. Now let us start our Gita study. 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetragna Vibhaga Yoga. Four things are done. Kshetra, Kshetrajna, uh, Jnanam, Gneyam. What asked by Arjuna, the Prakriti Purusha. Now we have to study. This is already discussed in the seventh chapter as Apara Prakriti and Para Prakriti. And the Lord is somebody other than it. So too, the Kshetra is our body, etc. Kshetrajna is the Jiva who is a knower and owner of the body. But the real Kshetrajna is somebody who is common, pure, conscious awareness, who is aware, who is there as awareness in all Kshetrajnas. He himself is otherwise called as Gneya. That Gneya was exhaustively seen by us in last 7-8 days. In the same way, there is Prakriti, there is Purusha, there is some Lord beyond these two. Here also, the Purusha means that individual who works through the Prakriti, the Jiva in us. Paramatma is the wielder of these two, beyond these two. Okay, that topic will be now taken up for study for next remaining 13 or 14 shlokas. So the shloka number is 20 of chapter 13. Let us do it 4 plus 2, 6 times and try to understand as much as we can and we should. ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीगीता शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरुशरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञविभागयोगः विंशतितमः श्लोकः श्रीभगवानुवाच ॐ प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव विध्यनादि उभावपि विध्यनादि उभावपि विध्यनादि उभावपि विध्यनादि उभावपि विकारांश्च गुणांश्चैव विकारांश्च गुणांश्चैव विकारांश्च गुणांश्चैव विकारांश्च गुणांश्चैव विद्धि प्रकृतिसम्भवान् विद्धि प्रकृतिसम्भवान् विद्धि प्रकृतिसम्भवान् विद्धि प्रकृतिसम्भवान् श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव विध्यनादि उभावपि विकारांश्च गुणांश्चैव विद्धि प्रकृतिसम्भवान् प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव विध्यनादि उभावपि विकारांश्च गुणांश्चैव विद्धि प्रकृति संभवान्. Before we take up the study of this one, what very crucial thing, though we have spoken out it exhaustively, still because there is a connecting thing between earlier and this topic, there is a need of little bit browsing through, reminding ourselves of that. What is the topic is? Whether it is understanding Kshetra, detaching from Kshetra, whether it is understanding Kshetrajna, detaching from the Kshetrajna, whether it is having the practice of all the Jnanam, 20 values, whether it is understanding the Gneya and identify with them. What we need is very sublime inner abilities and powers. Okay? Subtleties, intuitive powers. Who gives us all of them is Paramatma only. Therefore, we have to be in tune with that. The Lord who made the entire world and who is giving all blessings, facilities to the deserving candidates for the worldly success or spiritual success. Not only that, now the topic which we are studying, Prakriti Purusha also. It is by the Ishvara's blessings only that we will be able to study them, understand them, and keep away from both Prakriti Purusha and recognize our real Purna Purusha sthiti. And that's why what Bhagavan said in the Second line of the 19th sloka. What is it? Very important. Three times let us chant it. Mad bhakta etat vijnaya mad bhavayopapadyate mad bhakta etat vijnaya mad bhavayopapadyate mad bhakta etat vijnaya mad bhavayopapadyate. Once more. Mad bhakta etat vijnaya madbhavayopapadyate. Now listen carefully. Meaning is Bhagavan says Mad Bhakta. Those are my devotees. Etat Vijnaya. Having known this, Madbhavaya Upapadyate. They become one with me. Okay. Now one by one thing we thoroughly deeply feel the meaning of it. First I want to discuss about Etat Vijnaya. Etat Vijnaya means getting a chance to listen about all these things. Etad Vijnaya means using that chance or opportunity that is given to us to know about all these things. Etad Vijnaya means being regular in the classes. Etad Vijnaya is having listening attentively. Etad Vijnaya means understanding it. Etad Vijnaya means really practicing it. Finally, Etad Vijnaya means experiencing it. Okay. What will happen as a result of all of that? Second thing I am explaining. Mad bhavaya upapadyate. Means they will become one with me. So I am eternal, they experience eternality. Amrutatvaya kalmate. I am birth, change, modification, deathless, that they experience. I am infinite, they experience that infinitude. And I am blissful, that bliss they experience. I am limitation, condition, bondageless, that conditionless, limitationless, bondagelessness they will experience. That's the meaning of Mad Bhavaya Upapadyate. है कि नहीं? Somebody is on the deck of the ship enjoying beautifully everything. You are in the inside the room. You are called, pulled, given a hand. So when you come up, as much that person was there enjoying, you will also enjoy. That is why whenever you see something spectacular, you call others whom you love. Aja, aja, kitna badhiya. A rainbow is there, our full moon is there, our beautiful drizzling is there, our slow fall is there, hailstorms are there. Or others when they are enjoying, they call you, Hare, really are good. Here also, Bhagavan having taught us all this, telling us to do all sadhana, says if you do it, you will experience as I am experiencing the infinitude, the bliss, the bondagelessness, etc. That's the meaning of Mat Bhavaya Upapadyate. You become as me, like a medical college, the medical professionals, professors teaching the medicine to the students. In those 8, 9, 10 years, when they also study everything related to medicine, and under that SIDA, they work as Juda. SIDA is senior doctor, Juda junior doctor. For 5, 6 years, they also Mad Bhavaya Upapadyate. As much that senior doctor was there, they also become. Understood in the same way, when these Prakriti, Purusha, Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnana, Jnaya, whatever theory to be understood, and whatever practice to be done, if one has practiced, the result is not ordinary, it is highest spectacular. As much I am in bliss and liberation, so much you will become. That's the meaning of Mad Bhavaya Upamadhyate. So, Etad Vijnaya, we explained. Mad Bhavaya Upamadhyate explained. But is it easy? What can help us in doing these things consistently is Mad Bhaktaha. Therefore, when we become devoted to the God, these things will happen. When these things are happening, understand our devotion is fulfilled by the grace of the God. And thirdly, we have to be devoted to the God to gain these knowledges, practice these knowledges, and reach to the experience of the Godhood. Not we become devotee of God only to get the worldly things again, to get lost and get caught up in them. मद भक्त see कितने चीजें हमको सीखने के. Okay, now who is mad bhakta? Although we have studied it from 7th to 12th chapter, simply the two things. Mad bhakta means what? All my faculties of dehendriya manobuddhi, everything When I use them only to serve the Lord, and when I offer them only to the Lord, this is half of the bhakti sadhana. One part of it, first part. Second is what? In this world, whatever living, non livings, from micro to the macro, we are seeing, every one of them are doubtlessly expression of God only. When you understand it and live it, that again is the second portion of Mad Bhakta, being a devotee of God. So, giving everything to the God, seeing everything as a God. Giving everything to the God, seeing everything as God, these are bhakti. Such ones will be blessed by the God for what? Etad Vijnaya. What is Etad Vijnaya? Those seven things I told you, seven or eight. When that way Etad Vijnaya happens, you know all these things. Result is what? Mad Bhavaya Upapadyate. They will reach to the Mad Bhava, the experience which I am experiencing. That the moksha, the shashvata. Moksha means I got my infinitude. There were no feeling of finitude. They have no feeling of bondage because of finitude. Therefore, no desire of wanting to become infinite, no desire prompted activities done, and not bogged up by the result of those actions, and not troubled to go to here or that place to enjoy or suffer the results of those actions. That's called as Mad Bhavaya Upapadate. That's called as Moksha. है ना? Is it like Lord? He does everything but not for anything because he's infinite. That's called moksha. Why? We are doing everything for something or the other, in which little things we are gaining, and therefore we are always empty or half or not unlimited. Therefore we go on suffering. हम क्या है ना बहुत करते हैं लेकिन थोड़ा थोड़ा पाते हैं लेकिन मुक्ति नहीं होती. भगवान सब कुछ करते हैं लेकिन वो कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Still is liberated because he is that infinite self. These things have to be heard 10, 12, 13 times. Then the subtlety that is mentioned here, the purpose that is mentioned here, all of that you will start becoming capable of grasping. Not just like that in one or two listenings. In the first few listenings, तो वो तो heavy लगता है, unwanted लगता है, and I'm so busy in my life लगता है, इसकी जरूरत नहीं लगता है. But only when you expose again and again, again and again, you will know it. I welcome you, therefore, for this sort of regular classes. Okay. And now we have seen this Madbhaktaha and Etadvijnaya and Madbhavaya Upapadyate. With this Kshetragna Jnanam Gneyam, the topic is over. Now let us start the topic of. One second. The new topic we are starting. Mm. 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 Hamaya. Now we go to the next topic of Prakriti Purusha. Okay, as I gave you the introduction little earlier, what he said in the seventh chapter as the mm, what is it? Para Prakriti, and Paramatma. Same thing is repeated here. It was a little bit said in the, it will be told again in the 15th chapter also. Kshara Akshara Purusha Ityadi. Okay. Now be careful, conscious to understand word by word meaning of the shloka. Through that only the Prakriti Purusha, all of that we understand. Okay. In sixth chapter, what was said was all the Ashtada Prakriti is Apara Prakriti. But in that Apara Prakriti, the one who is there, Jiva Bhuta. Aparayam itaha tvanyam Prakritim vidhi me param Jiva Bhuta. The life is called as Para Prakriti. But both are Prakriti. The Lord is beyond these two. So, like I have a body, all the sense organs, etc., mind, intellect, all of them are Prakriti only. There it is called as Apara Prakriti, here it is called as Prakriti. There the Para Prakriti jo bataya, that is called here as the Purusha. I am there now, identifying with all these faculties, claiming my ownership with them, trying to eke out something by using them. कोई है कि नहीं मेरे अंदर कोई जिंदा जागता? He is called as Purusha. What is God? God is not this Purusha. God is the support of these two, the substratum of these two. In him, neither the Prakriti is there, nor the Purusha reflected in the Prakriti called this individual is there. Our goal is him. Clear? So now the sloka number 20th. What was that? कि प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव विध्यनादि उभावपि विकारांश्च गुणांश्चैव विद्धि प्रकृति संभवान्. So two things are discussed in this. Prakriti and Purusha, please you know it that with the anadi. Very sublime thought, not for you actually, you being very youngsters. In fact, this 13th chapter is so sublime. Even बड़े बड़े लोग भी इसको समझने की कोशिश करते नहीं, करके लुढ़क जाते हैं, नहीं समझते. Okay, a big principle Bhagavan is telling. When it is got or understood, lot of questions, doubts can be sorted out of the highest order. Okay, what he says is, first of all, the pure Paramatma, the Gneya, which we discussed in the earlier slokas, which is called as Param Brahma. Ana? Gneyam yattat pravakshami yajñātva amrutam anadimat Param Brahma jo kaha hai. That Param Brahma is Anadi. Okay. Now, in him, there are two aspects which were said in 7th chapter as Para Prakriti and Apara Prakriti. Those two aspects only in this sloka are told as Prakriti and Purusha. Now, because that Paramatma, Parabrahma is Anadi and therefore Ananta, his Prakriti, these two also, or Prakriti Purusha, his expressions also, they are also Anadi. Because he is Anadi, they are also Anadi. But what is our problem? What is the samsara? What is bandhana? Holding on to Prakriti, living as a Jiva Purusha, forgetting our real Paramatma Swarupa, there is a problem. Okay? Knowing that I am Paramatma, then my own Anadi expressions are Prakriti and Purusha, whose combination is the entire world. Playing that play, I am not bound. Okay? Like water is eternal. Therefore, the waving in the water also is eternal. Therefore, wherever the water is there, in that the potentiality is there to express as wave. So too, the gold is eternal, anadi. Therefore, millions of ornaments on the gold also are eternal, whether you manifest them or not. If this you understand, now you are understanding Prakriti Purusha and Paramatma. Very subtle thing. So Prakritim Purusham Chaiva Vidhi Anadi Ubhavapi. So here Purusha is not Paramatma. The Purusha is the individual Jivatma who identifying only with one set of Prakriti or one set of Dehendriya Manobuddhi, separating himself from the total Prakriti, separating himself from the other people, separating himself from his own real God or self. That is what you and I. Purusha. Purusha means the individuality. It is in the women also. Prakriti, that Stri and Purusha belong to the Sharira. We are not talking about Sharira here. Purusha means the individual in that. That individual, whether it's man or woman, that is called Purusha. That Purusha identifying the male body, he says, I am the male. Identifying the female body, he says, I am female. Identifying the young body, he says, I am young. Middle age, I am middle age. Old. Identifying the body is diseased, he says, I am diseased. You understand? That Purusha. So Prakritim Purushan Chaiva Vidyanadi Ubhavami. Vidyanadi Ubhavami. Now, a interesting question. If both of them are anadi, then with their combination, the world be manifested. What is the need of the Paramatma behind? Understood? The big question is for higher spiritual seekers. The answer is they are anadi, not independent of God. They are anadi because the God is there and is independent, the Paramatma. They are not like the wave is anadi, not without water, no? You can't say अगर if the wave is anadi, it can manifest itself by itself. नहीं बेटा वो इनादी independently नहीं है वो. It is as a capacity in the water is anadi because water is anadi. That doesn't mean it's independent. Therefore, the Purusha is anadi. It is required. He is required only. Then his own prakriti also is anadi. And in the prakriti, the reflection of that Purusha or the Paramatma is called Purusha, the Jiva. वो भी है. Like as long as Surya is there, as long as the water in the bucket is there, reflection will be there. Anadi. It's not only now. Even Lord Rama also, when he saw the Chandamama in the mirror, he was so fascinated. That's how Kausalya used to give him the food. तो रिफ्लेक्शन तो शुरू से है. जब से आईना है या पानी है, सूर्य चंद्र है, तब से ये रिफ्लेक्शन होता है. You understood? Anadi relation. Same way, Paramatma being Anadi internal, his Prakriti, the Maya Shakti, and he expressing as Purusha through that, that also is Anadi. But what is bondage? Taking that as real, forgetting Paramatma. And taking ornament as real, forgetting the gold. Taking the wave as real, forgetting the substrate of the water is the problem. So, having said the first line, Prakritim Purusham Chaya Vidya Anadi Bhavapi, which I will say every day for next 4 or 5 days so that the clarity will come to you or increase day by day. In that, Vikaran Gunan, Vidhi Prakriti Sambhavan. All the Vikaras, modifications, and those Vikaras, Gunas, the qualities, they all have come from Prakriti. And the Purusha has come from Paramatma. Okay. Now, what is the Vikara word? Vikara means modification. So be attentive. Our ego, we have na our buddhi, we have our mind, we have our sense organs, we have our prana shaktis, we have our sthula sharira, we have. These all technically in Sanskrit called as the vikaras, modification. They all are product of the prakriti. Okay. Then these vikaras, they have their own gunas. है ना? Guna means the nature and quality and function. Like the body's nature of being in one particular shape and its quality of growing, etc., functioning of that body. So too, the gunas of the sense organs. So sense organs belong to the Prakriti. That's called Vikara. Prakriti ka Vikar se sab bane. But it has got its own guna, like the eyes can see, that is its guna. And again, eye can be very sharp at one age, slowly it can become blurred, and it goes also. That is again another explanation of the word guna. So the ability as such is guna, and in that ability, increase and decrease also is called as guna. So the ears can listen, nose can smell, mind can feel, think, intellect can think. All these gunas as well as those vikaras called upadhis, all of them have come from the Prakriti only. Yet they don't function without the reflection of Paramatma in them. That Paramatma reflection in them is called as the Purusha. Paramatma is somebody other than these two. Now we are living with the identity of Prakriti Purusha and in the world, forgetting our real self. What is sadhana? I, the Purusha, detaching from Prakriti, recognize my essential self to be Paramatma. That Paramatma himself is the Kshetrajna in Sarva Kshetra, as said in second mantra or third sloka. He himself is called as Nyayam Yatat Pravakshami in those 5, 6 shlokas. So this much beginning today enough. Tomorrow little more things will be added along with the second shloka also. Their karyakarana kartutve hetu prakrutirchate purusha sukudkana bhoktutve and all of that. Very important and very interesting topic. So let us not be dull and blind in our intellect, not to listen, understand anything. No, very sharp and bright. Just see into the world, said in the Gita, and as said in Gita, observe the whole world is made up of these two things, Prakriti and Prakriti, Purusha, and both of them are expression of Paramatma. Prakriti is a bulb and filament. Bulb is gross body, filament is the antakarana. Purusha is the light in that filament. Paramatma is the electricity. Good example, no? Electricity is Paramatma. In him, neither bulbs are there, nor filaments are there, nor glow is there. But without him, the glow in the filament cannot come. Even though electricity is there, if there is no filament, glow will not happen. Therefore, electricity at a particular thing called as filament expresses as the light. That light is Jiva. That filament is the subtle body. The bulb is the gross body. The electricity is the Paramatma. So the bulb as well as filament is Prakriti. The light is Purusha. The Paramatma is electricity. Isn't it? That electricity, fan में घूमने का, bulb में glow करने का, it works as everything. So too, the Paramatma in the bird as bird, animal as animal, human as human is as if expressing. What is all little more? Tomorrow we'll see. Thank you. Prakritim Purushan Chaiva Vidyanadi Ubhavapi Vikaranscha Gunanscha Vidhi Prakriti Sambhavan. Now beta in continuation of our mhm, Guru Ashtakam, the last 8 mantra today. Tomorrow will be the Falashruti. Okay. What is that? What are we doing? That person with all his efforts and achievements proclaims कि ये वो मैंने अचीव किया, आई एम सो ग्रेट. Then he is asked, did you develop your devotion at the feet of your guru? No. Then all these things which you have gained is waste, because all those things will bind you to the world only. Whereas when you surrender to the guru, he will give such a jnanam by which you know your own self, which is infinite and blissful. That's called as liberation. Okay? Like, we have clothes to wear, you have place to stay, you have so many playthings to play, you have lots of friends, you have TV to watch, everything. But there is no food to eat, mano. An example. खाना ही नहीं है खाने को, then मर जाएगा बंदा. Then how can he entertain or enjoy himself in all those other things which are mentioned now? Therefore, you will be first alive, then only you will enjoy all of that. Therefore, life for living the food, so much important. If you understand this example, in the same way, as a human being, our purpose of life is to achieve the self experience and moksha. And that comes to us through Guru Kripa, Guru Padesha, when we are devoted to Guru. Therefore, being devoted to Guru is more important, followed by listening from him teachings and meditating and knowing the self, than any other achievements. Therefore, when you come to me with any other achievement and present, I am asking you, did you develop Guru Bhakti? नहीं है. तो ये तथा किम तथा किम means so what. Everything is there, but the thing is not there. The thing is not there. Then so what? All of that. Isn't it? This is the next last loka. कहते हैं अनर्घ्याणी. Anargyani means very precious ornaments, valuable things, even the enjoyable things I have earned. Then Ratnani, all the precious stones, we call it Navaratna इत्यादि, all of them देखो देश विदेशों से मैंने मंगाया कमाया रखा. Everywhere they are there. In my ornament they are there, to my rings they are there. Even I have my instruments, the chairs, tables. I am sitting on those which are made of gold and studded with ratna. So to muktani. Mukta means pearls. So pearls, diamonds, necklaces, golden ornaments, so many I have. It's called dhana prapti. Second is what? Samalingita kamini yaminishu. Because of my all riches, by themselves, by their choice, so many women came to me, became my wives and all that. I have these आनंद अर्थ काम की बात हो रही है. नो am I not fulfilled? अरे बेवकूफ, ये तो तुमको फंसाने वाला है संसार में. डिड यू डेवलप द गुरु और अंगी पद में मनः? नहीं, लग्न नहीं हुआ. सो गुरो हो अंग्रि पद में मनः लग्नम न चेत. If your devotion to the feet of the Guru is not substantial, stronger, all of them, tatakim, 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 they are only bhoga, only to create a roga in you. So, in this way, 8 mantras are seen. Tomorrow, when we study this Guru Ashtaka every day, with the meaning in the mind and contemplate how it helps us, that will be told. इसलिए कल ही हम इसको खत्म करेंगे. अब एक बार पढ़ो 2 मिनट. शरीरं स्वरूपं यथा वा कलत्रं यशश्चारुचित्रं धनं मेरुतुल्यं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं कलत्रं धनं पुत्रपौत्रादि सर्वं गृहं बान्धवा सर्वमेतद्धिजातं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं षडङ्गादिवेदो मुखे शास्त्रविद्या कवित्वादिगद्यं सुपद्यं करोति गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं विदेशेषु मान्यस्वदेशेषु धन्य सदाचारवृत्तेषु मत्तो न चान्यः गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं क्षमामण्डले भूपभूपालवृन्दैः सदा सेवितं यस्य पादारविन्दं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं यशो मे गतं दिक्षु दान प्रतापात् जगद्वस्तु सर्वं करे यत्प्रसादात् गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं न भोगेन योगेन वा वाजिराजौ न कान्तामुखेनैव वित्तेषु चित्तं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम् अरण्येन वा स्वस्य गेहेन कार्ये न देहे मनो वर्तते मे त्वनर्घे गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम् अनर्घ्यानि रत्नानि मुक्तानि सम्यक् समालिङ्गिता कामिनी यामिनीषु गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं 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 ततः किम्. Tomorrow, the Falashruti of this stotra daily chanting with the meaning in the mind and practicing it. Thank you. This is how Guru Ashtakam we have seen. Bhagavad Gita, Prakriti, Purusha discussion we started. Then we have done our Taittiriya Brahmanam Parayanam. We have also seen our earlier shloka chant. Sabse pehle, for our common sense thought, an important discussion also we have seen today. How we have to chalk out our goal and means, keep ourselves so busy so that we keep on earning and evolving in life and not in a lethargic manner of not knowing and not doing anything. Thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shantimapnuyat Shanto Muccheda Vandebhya Muktaschanyan Vimochet Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Paramarashibhyo Parabrahmane Sruti Matre Namam Tatsat Brahmar Brahmastu Bol Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Geeta Mata Ki Jai वेद व्यास भगवान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सदगुरुदेव भगवान की जय समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु गण की जय श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय युवा मंडली की जय भारत माता की जय सनातन धर्म वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय जय श्री राम भगवान की जय. Lord Rama is arriving. Keep doing upasana, puja, etc. At least Nama Sankirtana to welcome him and pray to him that whole dharma grows in the country and the world and people really be happy outside, fulfilled inside also by his grace. Rama Kripa. Thank you, friends. Okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you.